Good afternoon. I wanted to show you some cool things that I found today while I was foraging mushrooms in the woods. I hadn't actually planned to go out and forage today. I've been working kind of exclusively with a restaurant with our crop of mushrooms this year, and we're not quite ready. I don't know if they're going to need any this week or not, but I had a lot of chanterelles out there that I thought were a little bit either past their prime, or if they do need mushrooms, they're going to be past their prime by the time that we get to Wednesday or Thursday. So I went through and picked the less perfect specimens. Maybe they were a little buggy, maybe they were a little rainlogged, maybe they were a little too dry, or they were just at their perfect prime and they were not going to be good by Wednesday or Thursday. And I'll show you my stash. Hang on just a second. So these are going to be the less than stellar mushrooms, examples of mushrooms. So I'm going to make something which is called a duxelle or duxelle. If you're fancy, it's duxelle. So what that basically is a mushroom mash. And I'm going to chop these really, really tiny. And I'm going to I'm going to saute all of the water out of them. So when I put them on heat, they're going to give off all the moisture within them. And when that starts to dissipate and they start to dry out, that is when I'm going to add the cool shit like the wine and the herbs and the shallots. And then I'm going to freeze those individually in ice cube trays. And then I'm going to pop those trays into Ziploc bags so I can make the next round of duxelles. So I can add those to different things when I'm cooking over the winter when chanterelles aren't in season. And also, I wanted to show you, we have 5 different kinds of chanterelles on the farm, which I think is really cool. There's this, and don't ask me scientific names. I barely scrape by on them, but I'm going to use their generic names. We have the golden chanterelle, which is probably our most common. This is your typical chanterelle, and if you can see, they have not necessarily gills, but they have veins. Those are called it's like folded, wrinkled veins. They don't have true blade-like gills. So that's a good identifier of a chanterelle. And then we have the peach, which you probably won't be able to tell unless I back up. Hang on. Yeah. So peach chanterelle, golden chanterelle. So that just kind of varies in color, although I think the peach ones are a little bit more aromatic, personally. We also have, this is the classic smooth chanterelle, and you would be able to tell that because it is almost gill-less. It really is very smooth. That's the name, smooth chanterelle. And we don't have those in quite the force that we have the peach or the golden. And then we have the flame chanterelle, and it is actually, so where chanterelles are cantharellus, the flame gold is actually craterellus, which would be a relative of like the black trumpets. So although this is edible, and it is still technically a chanterelle, it is a craterellus, and you can tell that because it basically is hollow. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but the hole in there goes straight through the stipe. So it's a hollow stipe, and it does have that little funnel in the middle. And they're actually typically small. They're much smaller chanterelle, and we do have them, but not in force like we do the other ones. And then we have the cinnabar. That is can't probably tell right there, but it's a really flaming orange red. Let me see if I back it up. Yeah. So that also is one that is edible chanterelle, but it's not, we don't have it in force. We just have it in particular like water areas. And then bonus today, I completely did not expect to find this. So that is actually a hedgehog mushroom, which is one of the more easily identifiable. If you're new to foraging, it is one of the easy to identify ones because it has these super cool teeth. It is not the only toothed mushroom. Okay, there are other toothed mushrooms, but as far as appearance, this is pretty much the only toothed mushroom that is going to be like a mushroom consistency right now. There might be hidden ellums are out there right now, and they're flatter on the top, very hard. You wouldn't like pick it up and think, oh, I'd like to eat this. It's like wood. It's like a woody substance. So, and they don't really look like that, and they often have varying colors in the center, like violet or orangey red. This has been handled, so when hedgehogs get handled, they tend to go a little bit more terracotta brown. They stain with here's another example. So they're kind of a creamier terracotta top mushroom, and they have these sweet little teeth under there that tell you it is a hedgehog. And they are one of my favorites. They're a really firm mushroom. So the duxelle I'm going to do today with the chanterelles, because chanterelles are more of a like fruity, light. I like them with eggs or chicken, herbs. I tend to like stick more, what I call the spaghetti sauce mushroom is more of like an agaricus. It's more like a portobello that you would buy in the grocery store. And with that mushroom, I like to do like Italian herbs and like a red wine in there. With the chanterelles, I'm going to do, I usually tend to stick with like a white wine and like thyme, garlic chive, stuff like that. So, and when I freeze them, I'm going to label them so I know which one's which, because the biggest lie you will ever tell yourself is, I'll remember what that is. Bullshit. You will not. You won't remember. So write it on your Ziploc bag. Italian mushrooms or chanterelles or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.